enter full screen. Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, June 1st here, start of the month. We are live and ready for some live trading today. Good morning, Sefri, Kareem, Lab. What is up, guys? Good morning, happy Monday. Just got the 4-hour profile here. Wanted to wait for a few more people to roll in. We'll get into some daily and 4-hour profiling here before we get into some live trading. But can't lie today, it's looking it's looking like it's gonna be a pretty fun day of trading. Already snagged myself a nice win during London session. Took some C2 shorts on the 3 minute and then grabbed a re-entry in the fair value gap retrace. And now I'm just watching higher time frames, seeing if we can see at all any potential good New York AM setups for you guys today. But good morning, Chris, Ed, how's it going? Oscar, how's it going? Morning, morning. How's everybody's weekend? Did we get a good reset? Good reset before a new week of trading, or were we degenerates this weekend? What was the general verdict here? Gotcha. We'll get into some live analysis here. I'm gonna just let a few minutes people roll in, and then I'll get you guys with the 4-hour analysis. Getting quite an aggressive 4-hour trace lower here, but let's see if we can get the YouTube. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, Ed, Chris, Oscar, Krim, Sefer, Lab. Good morning, everybody. All right. Make sure my trade syncer is live as well here, and we are good to get going. All right, Trade Syncer almost live. Just waiting for this final connection here on the My Funded accounts, and then I will be set and ready to break down some trading for you guys. All right, let this connect here. Sweet. All right. Let's get into it. So, 4-hour analysis here, guys. What exactly are we noticing? I'll break down my London trade in just a second as well here. As of right now, we actually have a dual SMT at the highs with Nasdaq, and yes, we see that Nasdaq here formed a lower low into a new lower low. ES here formed a higher high into a new higher high, forming a dual asset SMT or a dual SMT between both NQ and ES. So, one of the primary things I'm watching for here, I wanted to originally see a 4-hour reject off of the fair value gap here so we could see a New York expansion higher. But as of right now, it looks like we've formed the new 4-hour wick here, being the 6 o'clock open, formed a wick into the EQ the previous 4. So during London session's move, we've formed a bullish wick here into a bearish retrace lower. So as of right now, I can't lie, guys, definitely looking like bias for today is going to remain relatively short, probably up until these Friday lows. Was ideally looking to see longs into the New York session, as I mentioned, but with this new 4-hour print here and this wick formation, looking more for a bearish sequence lower. Forming the bearish wick here and expanding lower, this would signify a C3 expansion lower, hence why I'm more bearish bias on the day for this trade setup. So as of right now, that's one of the primary things that I'm going to be watching for today. So we'll see what we can framework during New York session. But as of right now, we've got about an hour, 20 minutes until the New York Open. So just going to be hands off likely until, or unless I see some pre-New York session trade. And also we'll probably be doing about half size today. Took a really nice win during London, so don't really feel the need to over trade it today. So as of now, that's the current verdict here. But if we do inverse this new 4-hour here, likely going to see an expansion back into it, trace back into the fair value, and expand lower if we don't tag out these Friday 10 o'clock lows. So quite a few different things to watch for today. But as I mentioned again, lighter size will be mandatory for me to ensure that we are actively trading how we want to be. Sup, good morning, Dre's. What's up? Morning, hoodie man. Where is your hoodie? No hoodie today. We're in a different time zone. We're actually reporting live from London right now, so we are not in the typical setup. Chat. Dre's, how's it going, boss man? Morning, morning. Yeah, chat. Allergies are whipping my ass right now, so I gotta go to the pharmacy and get some stuff. Says Kane and Juno in the overlay. Ooh, okay. That might need to be fixed. Just letting production know here. It's a Kane and Leo today, not Kane and Juno. Thank you, thank you. In the overlay, not in the titles, right? Yeah, chat. We'll see. Current 3 minute right now looks quite bearish as well. So we'll see if we can framework something, potentially grab some shorts into at least the 6 o'clock open on Sunday. That'd not be a bad idea. London vibes, I was up there for Arsenal at the weekend. Oh, sweet. No way. I went to the Arsenal parade yesterday with Dodgy and Day Trader Ralph, which is super fun. So we had a good time. Just kind of hung out all together, went to the Arsenal parade, and then just hung out with Kane. Can you show the London trade? Yeah, I'll get the London trade up in just a second here. I'm letting this trade syncer connect my last few accounts, so in case you see a pre-New York session, I'll be able to trade this. But yeah, as of right now, it looks like we're gap filling before we likely expand lower. We've inversed it on the 3 minute with this large gap, but now we'll see if we can see lower prices form. Likely going to see a reject lower here. Yeah, chat. Alrighty. Give me just a second. We'll go through the London trade. Took a beautiful London short. As you guys know, I've been trading. Morning, what's up, Jal? Morning, morning. Kareem, good morning as well. I traded a C2U, traded a unicorn and fractal C2 short signature into the fair value gap, and then took it down into the base of the fair value once the encroachment was disrespected. So, very, very solid day of trading for myself today. We're up about 870 on the funded accounts and up just under 3K on the personal. So definitely a very solid day today. Morning. Yeah, so let's go through this London trade here. That way you guys get more of an understanding for kind of what I was looking for. So this morning, obviously, we had this massive 4 hour imbalance that formed with unfilled. So we had no tap into this 4 hour gap. So one of the things I was watching for today is during London session, we had this pre-London accumulation forming, a bit of a wide range accumulation, but wanted to see if we could manipulate an hourly or 30-minute high prior to forming some type of a breaker unicorn setup. Ended up sweeping out. We see that the 2 o'clock formed here. 3 o'clock open. Within 3 minutes of the 3 o'clock open, we ended up manipulating out the 2 o'clock high, which also swept out the 1 hour opening, open, high, low, close. Following this, we formed a 3 minute breaker here with these two bearish candlesticks, as well as a change in state of delivery being a fractal candle 2 signature since it was a higher time frame sweep. So with this higher time frame sweep, all I did, oh sorry, that entry was incorrect there. We took a market order entry upon the closure of this unicorn. So closure below this breaker and change in state of delivery signaled a candle 2 unicorn setup where I took a market order entry, stop at the breaker instead of at the protected high of the 303, since an invalidation of the breaker would likely lead to an invalidation of the protected high. So stop at the high of this breaker, targeted down into this fair value gap here. Took my first position out right as we tapped in, which was about 2.8 R, I believe. 2.2 R. And then took some runners down at around 3 R there. So that was the first primary trade. And then I grabbed a secondary entry here at the 336 where we tagged back into this 3 minute gap, took a short signature with a closure below the 60, stop at the protected high, and ended up taking the quickest 1.5 hour trade ever with a secondary retrace lower here. So tagged out. But yeah, that was the setups for today. It took 2 winning trades during New York session there. Or during London session there. So took the C2 and then took the continuation with the expansion lower. The second trade was half size though from my original entry size. So not super crazy, but irregardless, a really solid trading day for myself. Hence why I will likely be lighter size today. It didn't give me an entry on the Uniso set. I know, Juno, I took a market order entry because it looked really good. I wanted to see us trace into that 4 hour gap. Most of the time, chat, I wouldn't have taken that entry just because we didn't get the limit fill on the breaker. But the fact that we had this massive 4 hour imbalance, that market clearly formed the wick and needed to trace lower, was my confluence to enter that trade short. So that's the reason. Juno, I know I popped into your London stream super quick and I was like, no, if train seeker you have to reconnect every day. No, I just sometimes I disconnect my accounts and I had a few of the evals being the TPTs get moved to funded. So I needed to reconnect the funded accounts. That's why I was saying I need a second because I wanted to make sure I had all my fundeds formed. But yeah, I have two TPT 50Ks that are added to the roster now. Shout out to JL for that one. Mara, what's up? Good morning, Johnny. Sky Trades is trade. Yeah, trading. I know, Juno. I saw you though, like kind of as the unicorn was forming, and then I saw right as you didn't get filled on it, and it just expanded away from you into 2R, and I was like, no, poor Juno, man. Are you trading some evals now? No, actively now it's all fundeds. I was just passing the TPTs alongside. Got an email from TPT today saying I'm being moved to Pro Plus. Add away, JL. There we go, brother. Happy to hear it. Very much so well deserved on your end, brother. Congratulations. So yeah, chat. As of right now, though, not too much for me to framework. We're kind of inside of this four. We're kind of inside of this 4 hour gap. We're just closing below it now, so likely going to see price trace lower here pre-New York. It'd still be interesting to see if we actually fail the inversion on the 4 hour and reclose back above and expand higher. Because in these markets, chat, I hate to say it, but I'm so bull sided in these markets that every deep retracement like what we're seeing right now just gives me an excuse to want to buy back up into the highs. Um, but we'll see, you know? Like I think today's one of those days, lighter size, since I could see myself playing both sides of market here. Yeah, I got an email. Thank you, bro. See you in Pro Plus soon. Yes, sir. I'm excited. What's the funded roster looking like? Lucid, Tradeify, TPT, and then my funded futures. Yeah, I've been ripping the my funded rapids like nobody's business. Chat has been so much fun. The rapid daily payouts, it's basically the same as the TPT 50Ks, just no 5 day eval consistency, which is nice. So I could literally pass the rapids in 2 days, which is can't lie, it's kind of nice to have that have that flexibility. So yeah, we'll see what happens here, chat. I'm just kind of watching markets. Likely just gonna wick fill, and I'm still expecting an expansion lower, probably into the -2 standard deviation. But speaking of which, speak of the devil, immediate bearish influx. Oh my gosh, what a candle, chat! Holy cow! All right, well that's a bit of a move there, that's for sure, chat. Eh? Jeez Louise. Yeah, it'd be fun to see if we can framework some type of a trade pre-New York with you guys. But we'll see. Yeah, how was everybody's weekend though? How are we all doing? I know it's not New York session yet, so it's gonna be a bit of a slower pre-market session, especially since we had such an expansive London session. But still, regardless, ask me any questions. We can make this more of an educational segment until live trading starts, or if I'm doing an educational segment in a trade forums, then we'll trade it. Hey, geez Louise, what's up, Sandy? How important is SMT for you if you trade NQ and what time frame? SMT, it's not mandatory, but it is a very good confluence to have. It's a nice confluence to have, but it's not mandatory within my entry sequence. Unless I'm primarily trading SMT and gap fills, then that becomes more of a primary confluence for myself. But if not, then I'm not interested in that. Alrighty, let's see. I don't know why these TPTs. Give me just a sec, chat. Big wick fill here on the 3 minute at the 818. Try to see if we can framework something off that, but not looking too sharp right now. More than trying to bounce off Friday view op. Yeah, not surprised. Charts are frozen, I think. Oh, apologies. Yeah, it's because I was on the trade sinker. Give me just a sec. Give me a sec. I'm gonna close the door in just a sec too, because we're gonna have 3 of us streaming in the house right now. It's gonna be a decent influx of us all streaming at the same time. TPT. Why is it? I can't get the login to those. Give me just a sec, chat. Need to connect these TPT funded stat, man. Stat. Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it. We're good. Alrighty. And more to more. What's up, Aleeks? Took basically the same short at London Open, just closed. Very nice. Here, chat. I'm gonna quickly go close the door. Alrighty, we're good. The boy Ralph had me. Yeah, a bit of an expansion here. Nice big wick at the 818 there. So curious to see if we expand away from that. Taking entries in the 3 minute. I take entries both in the 3 minute and the 1 minute chat. I'm married to both. 1 and 3 are super good. Like I've been the most consistent with the 3 minute, but I really like the 1 minute as well. Just to be frank. Big reject there on the three. Probably filling out a 5 minute gap. Nope, 15. 15-minute wick fill here. So we're gonna probably expand lower off that. All right, let me check out the questions here. Yeah, Sandy, does buffer drops in daily payouts? Buffer stays. Wait. Got the allergies. Phew. Alrighty. Morning. What's up, Coach Fred? D Buffer doesn't drop in the daily payout, so it stays at 2100, but you can either request a payout where you get 500 off that buffer. What I do is I build my buffer above 2600, and I typically try and build about a $5,000 buffer, and then I take payouts above a $5,000 buffer. So if I make $700 off a $500 buffer, then good for me. Then I end up taking a $500 payout that day. But I build my buffer through my trading. So I build above the $2,600 recommended buffer. Bless me, I appreciate it, Cloud. Yeah, I got allergies, chat. I don't know. There's something here. It's like hay or some type of plant I'm like allergic to. Not actually allergic, but um, what about you? Wait, WGC though. Took basically the same short London and closed at similar levels. So difficult to let shorts run in this market. The market conditions. Yeah, that's why I've been trailing. Or I've been grabbing re-entries as well. But like I'm sticking to a strict 1.5 in these markets, chat. Strict 1.5 R. I need a great explanation of the unicorn model. What do you recommend? Juno trading on YouTube. He will give you a really good rundown for that trading model. Entry model, I have two different forms. So I have candle 2 and candle 3. Candle 2, I watch for a higher time frame sweep, breaker block, and change in state of delivery closure below. Candle 3, I look for a retrace into an imbalance that forms during candle 2, confirm it with an OB, and trade 1.5 R lower. That is the run. I have a bunch of videos on it, so I would explain it fully, but I've explained it probably about 10,000 times. Um, so sadly, I think I will pass on explaining it one more time. All love though. Yeah, chat. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys, when you hop on these streams, you guys are liking the stream. Over 80 of us, we have 8 likes. It's a 1 to 10 ratio. Not good, guys. I think we can do better than that. So if you haven't already, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, hitting the thumbs up button, whatever it might be, because it does help us out a lot here at the Lab Live. I have a couple 5 minute imbalances. Massive bullish unicorn here on the 5, but that's just off of the crazy maneuvers from last night. Or from Friday, actually. Ugh, disgusting. No, thank you. 5 minutes expanding away here with the S as well, tagging back to this bearish unicorn. Morning, what's up, Ketchup? Morning. Do you subscribe to any asset sync SMT fill strength switch concepts? Asset sync sometimes. Yeah, SMT fill I'll look at as well. Strength switch, absolutely. Like strength switch SMT, sequential SMT is really cool. Very nice concept. I'm not married to it though, but I do enjoy looking at that. I do enjoy looking at that for sure. Alrighty. I'm eyeing up that 6 hour low as a draw potentially. Do you like longs or shorts right now? I explained the bias earlier. For me, it's ideally I'd like to see. I mean, the 4 hour is giving me the sense it wants to go lower, but if we respect this fair value and don't fail to inverse it, I think we definitely could look to see the Monday 2 o'clock highs again and the Sunday 10 o'clock highs. But it's really going to depend on how New York opens. We just formed a C2 here, but I think it's going to really, really depend on how New York opens, chat. I think you guys might be surprised. Hmm. 10 a.m. news on Monday is interesting. I know. That's why I'm like half size today for me, I think is going to be the game plan. Since I already took a nice trade in London, half size is going to be my best friend, I think, for today. Definitely my best friend for today. We'll try my best. Bit of a retrace here. We're tapping into the 3 minute view op as well. Likely see if we expand away from that or not. Who time will tell. Or we hold the view op, just do a bit of a wick fill here and expand away from the Sisty. Could be nice as well. Hope you like London. Would you come back? I've been in London almost every month of last year. My girlfriend lives in London, so I've been here every month of last year, basically, or since last summer, I should say. So I've been around. I really like London. Well, probably don't have citizenship, but would love to see if there's a way I could live in London for a bit. I just like the time zone as well for trading and everything. Yeah. Woo, what's up, Shay? What's poppin', brother? How's it going? Interesting reaction. Reclose below the VWAP here. Still think we expand away from this though. We formed the Sisty down here. Formed the 3 minute Sisty confirmation. So would like to see it expand away. Especially with the C4EQ. 439. What's up, Shay? How's it going? Yeah, chat. What's your guys' rules for this week? I'm curious to know. What's your guys' primary rules for this week when it comes to trading? No overtrade, obvious draws only. These are good bits of wants, guys. Good wants. I'm a fan of this. Keep after it, chat. You guys are gonna need that. Trust me. Oh, it's because we closed below 1 minute VWAP here, so I'm curious to see what happens there. Fuck happened there? So expanding away from the EQ here with this SMT present. Obvious draws only. First week of month is always interesting. Absolutely. No tilting, risk high steps. What do you prefer time frame wise? 1 minute and 3 minute. Always the 1 minute and 3 minute. Those are by far my most preferred time frames to trade. There we go. Expand away from the SMT ideally. I'd like to see this wick form here and expand away from the SMT. There we go. Closure back above. We can reinverse this fair value. This could help me with my New York bias today. Even off the 3 minute, this could really help me with my New York bias. Absolutely stunning. Stunning PA. Stunning PA. Expand away from the SMT into the EQ above the fair value, inverse the fair value on the 1 minute. Like that's a chef's kiss right there. Honestly, I probably could have even traded that chat. I'm not going to, but that was trade worthy. That was a trade worthy long there. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. We like to see, baby. Expand away from the SMT on the 1 minute here. Inside of the EQ of the previous 30 minute and inside of the EQ of the previous 15 minute. That is beautiful. And there's the opposite reaction where it could just fully fuck up the entire move again, which is exactly what it's doing. Look at this. All right, this is wonky. We don't have news at 8:30, do we? Yeah, we have ISM manufacturing PMI at 10. We don't have news right now. Why are we getting this? Indicators use the T-Trade Fractal Model Pro and the Juno Unicorn. By far my favorite indicators, hands down. No hesitation about it. What a whack what a whack price action sequence there. We literally don't have news yet. I don't know what's happening. Tapping back into this bullshit unicorn though. That's weird. We aggressively reacted off that. So low hits today. Yeah, honestly, I mean, ideally right now I'm looking more for bearish bias. Originally I was bullish this morning, but based on how we're reacting this 4 hour gap, it's looking quite bearish now. And by quite bearish, I mean very bearish today. Off the highs in Sunday open too. Chefing. Look at this. What is this PA though? Yeah, I don't want to trade this. This is buns. Look at this, chat. Ew. This is disgusting. Look at this. Hot buns here. Forming a secondary SMT and it's going to expand away from it now. That's disgusting. Don't like that. Uh-uh. What is this, chat? Look at this wonky. Yeah, I'm not trading this. Hell no. That is disgusting. Yeah, probably no pre-New York session trade, chat. Gonna be frank with you guys. No pre-New York session for me. Especially not with PA like this. This is Garbaggio. Typically don't want to see this. I mean, it did retag it in the unicorn, so Juno, are you in here? Juno. I know Juno tagged himself back into this unicorn, potentially. Juno, wonky Mr. Wonka. Yep. Juno. Yes, sir. Do you tag yourself back into that unicorn? Juno, can you hear me? So funny. Yeah, that's it's gonna expand away from that though. 2 hours gonna hit. Juno definitely retagged himself in that 100%. Missed the first entry, yeah. I know your ass tagged in that second entry. Especially inside that 4 hour gap, right below it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. Thank God I got in. Yeah, this second entry is good, dude. That's gonna hit 2R. That's 100% gonna hit 2R. I didn't like whatever this 833 retrace was, but expanding away with the SMT present with why I'm inside of the unicorn. Ugh. Disgusting, chat. I'm a fan of that. I'm gonna eat a red vine in celebration of seeing this unicorn hit for Juno, dude. Cheers, shot. Thank God I got in. Yeah, well done. This 2R should hit though. Lines up well with the standard deviation as well. What's up, Shams? Problem, brother. What is goody, Shams? How's it going? There we go, expanding away now. That's gonna hit Juno. That's gonna hit Juno. Bang! Good shit, Juno. Juno's out of that chat. Juno is out of that. Yeah, it looked like can't lie, with the SMT present, I did want to see it expand away. I said that on stream. I want to see it expand away from the SMT, and it did that, but not when I was in it. Unfortunate. Great trade though, Juno. Well done. Forming some nice gaps to get a continuation. There's the noti. Tell me that I suck. It's a good educational recap there. C2 and the uni. Well done, Juno. First time I'm seeing layout out of hoodie. You're right. I do like my hoodies, chat, but I think you guys can understand why though. A good hoodie, so comfortable, bro. Who doesn't want to be comfortable while they're trading? I want to be comfortable while I'm trading, you know? ES is lagging. ES is lagging right now. Look at this. Bye, NASDAQ. Ralph, peep these longs. We were trying to call out longs today. Fractal plus Unity is a cheat code, man. I know. You know, it's insane. Fractal with Uni and SMT as well. Look at it. That was an SMT confirmation entry as well. Well, it didn't confirm here until the 836, but still, that is fucking solid, man. There we go. Minus 2 standard deviation hit as well. Commodities look hot buns. Dude, you know, it's actually so good. Fractal and Uni is an actual cheat code. Fed Waller started speaking at 8:30. That would make sense. Why we had this weird PA down here. Good retracement to the Uni though. Grab a continuation sequence from a fair value gap retrace. Because I think this goes higher now. I think New York session, we're going to see this pop higher. Look at the 4 hour. 4 hour sweep. SMT on the 4 hour with ES now at these lows too. Be sweet if this expands away now. At least, do you trade with the hoodie or no? Originally cautious, Juno would also remove his entries after the wonky reversal. Nah, dude. On that one, I know Juno was waiting for that. I know Juno was sitting on the sidelines waiting for that trade. Majority of the time. Yeah, it's like I'd rather be comfortable when I trade. Like, yeah, I'm live in front of you guys, but also I'm a human, right? I want to be comfortable, man. Your boy's just trying to be comfy, dude. All right, see if we're likely gonna retrace this 1 minute gap here. See if we can grab even a continuation sequence off that. I might, if we respect this, I might just grab a continuation sequence because it'll confirm it the new 15-minute likely. So I might grab a continuation off that. Alik says, but way too hot right here to wear a hoodie. Yeah, that's fair. Even when I mean I'm waking up when I'm on stream with you guys. If I'm not in London, I'm waking up at 4:50 to 5 a.m. So it's cold as hell. Been geeking out on volume profile and delta profile over the weekend. Very nice. Dude's an options trader in the making. Can frame both sides right now. I'm just gonna wait till we're closer. Yeah, I know, ketchup. That's I literally mentioned that exactly word for word on stream. We can frame both sides today. Can 100% frame both sides. See if you can respect this gap here. Closure back above here. Watch this. Closure above. Limit here. Protected low 1.5. Super small trade, even 10 points, dude, but it's 10 points. Coach Fred, and what exactly have you been looking at with it though? Without real soon. What do you think? We'll lose volume? I honestly don't think they'll lose volume. No. I think that's actually going to create more of an influx of people getting in. But I mean, props in general are now quite saturated. So I think in general they're saturated right now, but I don't think they're going to lose value for now. Eventually there will be the end of props though. That's bound to come. I want to see this closure. I want this to be the protected low that forms. We confirm the closure above. But we'll wait to see. We'll wait to see when we reject. If we do. Nice. See chat. An example order. This is, I mean, I'm not connected on TradingView here, but on like, let me open up my brokerage. When I get this 1 minute confirms, this will be milky. This would be milky if this hits chat. All right, I have limits in chat. Limits are in. Limits are in. Okay. Limits are not in. I repeat. Well, it's doing what I wanted. I don't think we're getting a retrace chat. I think that's just gonna tag out at 2R. Well, the thesis was there. Not much I could do there, chat, you know? Okay, well, that's 1.5. Oh my God, chat. All right, well, there goes my trade. That goes my trade. Would have been a nice little 15-point long win there, but got the closure confirmation we needed, just a little stronger than I wanted, chat. I can't lie. Well, GG's, chat. Trade limit? Well, dude, I'm not gonna mark. I didn't want to market order entry this. We expanded super far away. So typically, if we get a close closure, limits just give me a better fill, which allows me to tag my 1.5 better. That's the reason why. Back into Sisty. Well, I could get tagged back into the Sisty. Chat, what if I no, but we swept out this high. I might just light size tag myself back into the Sisty. Because I like that we're in the EQ of C4 and it's the new 15-minute open. Alright, I'm gonna set limit here. Cap. Limit at the Sisty. And that's going to respect the gaps. We'll see if we can grab. That's probably going to re-expand higher now, but that's okay. Classic chat. It's actually likely going to expand away now with this tap into this gap here. We formed a gap and a sisty here as well. That looks quite good. All right, I think we're expanding away now. Be surprised if we get back into this low here. Closure above 80, basically 86 here reconfirms. Would definitely reconfirm along the continuation on longs. Okay, that's the protected low about to get wiped out here. Intéressant, my friends. Yeah, there we go. Expand away from this. Protected low still stays intact here on the 1 minute. See if that still holds. Hmm. Yeah, not my favorite here. I still want to see market trend higher, but these closures are a little confusing. Like I want to see them expand away, but also I'm not a fan of this. Decent. There's a bit of divergences forming between ES and NQ too. ES goes weak though, and NQ just kind of folds. Sisty is a change in state of delivery. CISD. I could just say CISD too if that's easier. Sisty is my abbreviation for change in state of delivery. CISD. Change in the state of delivery. Yeah, there goes the invalidation of the protected low. Well, chat, I'm tagged in on this, by the way. I still have my limits in place, so I'm tagged in on this. See whether or not this validates. Chance that it doesn't, but I am in on this. I am in on this trade, by the way. Same trade, 1.5R. Grabbing a C4 expansion higher. Need more coffee, Sam? Oh, of course. No worries, Fred. Not a worry, boss man. I knew you knew what it was. Because I've said it a lot and you haven't asked me on stream. So I'm assuming you knew what it was. You just need a little extra coffee. A little extra caffeine to get the body moving. Props won't shut down, but I think there's going to be, if there's a continued influx of people, there's going to be quite aggressive rule changes in the prop space. Or props are going to focus more on like direct to funded since those are really profitable for them. Things like that. Because the accessibility, like the fact that I can get a Lucid account for 70 bucks and I can have the chance of taking a $2,000 payout is relatively nuts when you think about it, chat. Like the margin of profitability on props, I think there's going to be strict rules against automation and stuff like that, but I think there's still the models for props in terms of financial models and payout models are going to stay the same for quite some time. Likely going to get tagged out, but if you're wondering, chat, I took this with 4 micros. So crazy risk here. Crazy risk here. I'm getting nervous, chat. Already up on the day, so no complaints. All right, well, I'm about to get tagged out on these likely. Unless it's protected, unless this low holds here. Still in on this, but not looking too sharp. Yeah, the prop model is absolutely revolutionary. It's insane. It is insane. The accessibility you have to trading and information and live markets. It's the easiest it's ever been, lifetime wise. Easiest it's ever been. Big expansion lower here, chat. Market wants to move. Look at this. That's a C2 sweep there. So I got worried for, now it's just expanding lower. It's tagging into the EQ though. Big, big, big move there by NQ. All right. Well, not much we can do here. Just gotta sit and wait. I know. Exactly, Fred. It's nuts. The space has changed the direction of trading forever, literally. Could zoom open here and get a better setup going. All right, let's get this like this, chat. Sweet. Expansion lower here. All right, let's see if we can just get the mic and stuff set. Yo. As well have Kane joining us in just a second here. Wow, we're expanding away from that C2 sweep quite aggressively after we swept out the high.
Oh, good morning. How are we?
Morning, morning. Good. How about yourself?
Not bad, sir. Not bad. Not bad at all.
It's funny seeing you here, dude.
I saw you yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, chat. How are we all?
Dude, interesting market today.
I honestly haven't looked at it even a little bit.
No, you're good. I don't blame you.
It's a nice sell-off though,
Yeah, definitely nice.
especially with that ES high at 7 o'clock. It's even nicer.
Uh-huh.
Good morning, good morning. What is it, 2 p.m.? It's 2 p.m. here, yeah. It's 2 p.m. right now. But we always say morning no matter where we are because it's the US morning. Do I still use props? I do use props. Nice short on Friday, Kane. Did I take a trade on Friday? Can't remember. Don't think I did. Does bro have makeup on? No makeup from me, I'm afraid. Um, it's prospect he's going to die in the future. Boys are not dead yet. Look at Top Step. Stop Top Step. They're in the space for like 2 decades.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who said it was going to die.
No, they were talking about, do we think the prop space is going to stay alive? I said there's going to be lots of changes in the future, but it's too profitable for them not to remain active.
Yeah.
Hey, Juno, did you take this 1 minute ES unicorn as well? I've been just teasing a Juno all today. I was like, I guarantee Juno took this trade, and every single time. Guess what? Juno took the trade. Juno's on it, man. Let's get you guys over here 1 sec. There we go. Much better. Yeah, prop from payout. Yeah, makes sense. Nice short signature here, chat. Let's see what happens. We've got still about 30 minutes till the New York Open, so remaining off the charts right now. Yeah, I went to the Arsenal parade yesterday with Dodgy and Ralph. It was super fun. New experience for me for sure, but it was really fun. We had a good time. The amount of people there was diabolical.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
I know. It was apparently some guy told us it was 1.5 to 3 million people at the Arsenal parade, which is just nuts. What's up, CFJO? RTY to the gap. Fair enough. I haven't looked at RTY in ages, actually. Nice move here from ES and NQ. Looks like ES is actually about to play out this yet again a 1 minute breaker, 1 minute unicorn and candle 2 here from Fractal. So it is moving this morning. Juno, I don't know if you're in here, dude, but it is moving. Fractal unicorn. What's up, Trend Scalps? Chat, I do apologize for the stuffiness as well today. allergies are hitting me like a truck. So if I have to leave like once or twice, I just need to use the restroom and rinse my face with some water before I start puffing up. Nearly 2 hour here on yes.
Okay, right. Sorry, I was doing something as I was trying to stream, so I didn't have time to go over the market. Okay, so what am I looking at? When I approach the market, especially on like a new month, the first thing I look at is the previous month, right? And how far we have obviously traded away. Um, so if we look at ES and NQ, the previous monthly candle was how many points? 2,750 points on NQ, probably about a quarter of that. Yeah, 338 on ES. So, we're definitely in like I guess a lot of people would argue like bull market territory. If I was looking at something like a crypto chart right now, I'd be like, this looks very blow off toppy, like small consolidation, massive short squeeze, and then slow like death pullback. We're not. The regime in the market is obviously very much in general, prices going higher, etc. I don't think that we are going to see a pullback in price until we see some sort of regime change. And when I say regime, I mean like Fed chair, etc. We do have like a monthly gap now. So previous month low for me is a really, really nice area to potentially get long, at least for a bounce, and then potentially a deeper pullback. But there's no secret. My long-term vision for this market right now is deeper pullback, at least into discount. And right now, for me, that would be basically wiping out those April lows, which as of right now we are 30% up from. So a 30% pullback in the stock market would be considered very bearish. But I think ultimately 25K would be a really nice area. 5K pullback on NQ, more like a 1K pullback on ES. Um, we're probably not going to get that until we get some sort of driver that's driving it lower. Nothing's really driving it lower. So we're kind of just stuck. When we look at obviously prior month high, prior week high, they both got taken out more or less straight away. Um, today at the open, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. ES drove higher, took out previous day high, previous week high, previous month high. We're getting some sort of rejection from that. If we open up below here, I'd expect some sort of work back toward through the range into like 7,580s, so 583s. Same with NQ. Basically working back towards that smaller time frame discount of like 30,000 250s. I'm probably going to be more optimistic bidding it out of here than versus selling it to it, especially considering we're already off the high. I don't like diddling in the middle. Um, and this is very much the middle of this right now. So for me, it's kind of a wait, see. If we trade back towards the high, I'd look to sell either a run of the high or even a like just a range bound high, I like to call it. Because of ES, I think that ES could show some strength and take out that high, and NQ show some weakness, and we get some sort of divergence. But ultimately, for me, I like the sweep. I like the pullback. I would bid it back from here into 50% of this range, and this would be a really nice selling point for me. If we trade to the low, break the low, and pull back into 50% of this move, I would look to sell this back to here and even potentially a large pullback, like maybe here, maybe even somewhere in here. Ultimately, this has just been going up. I've been waiting for a stronger sell in the market. And first day of the month, we trade up overnight and we completely retrace it. So the open today will be really important for me to set the tone for the month. That's it really for me. When I look at the actual intraday trading, ES swept out that high at 6 o'clock, which was actually 7. The 6 o'clock candle on NQ is nowhere near the high. So it just shows me that ES is a lot stronger than NQ right now. NQ's trading a lot lower. We're almost back at that weekly open. We've tagged it and bounced. I think if they can sell through it at the open, we should get some sort of trade to the downside and then potentially pull back and sell it. I'm going to be patient today. It's first day of the week, first day of the month. We've got 30 days ahead of us. I don't want to, burn myself a few days into the month and put myself on a bad start. I'll be really picking my trades quite nicely and I'll be patient with it because right now this could be a really good area to sell it from, or it could just get bought straight back. So I'm just going to wait for them to tell me what they're going to do with it. That's it from me. I don't really have any thoughts on commodities right now. Obviously, gold's had that steady sell-off on Friday. Um, when I say commodities, I also include metals. Silver, absolute garbage market. Like it's basically just been going sideways since Thursday. We spiked the low. I would expect them to spike the high. Oil is steadily below $100 now. We had two gap downs and then we had a gap up. So gap down, now gap up. I think if we can trade into like 95s and sell off, that would be quite nice. But that's really it from me, boys and girls. Nothing really too exciting. Pound is strong, dollar is weak, euro is strong. I would expect some sort of continued sell off to go from there, really. So yeah, Leo, what did you say about it? What were you
Yeah, I
thinking?
said, I mean, it's first day of the month, first day of the week, so the same thing, but I was also like we can play both sides here. Like market is in a scenario where we can play both sides, right? My primary draw this morning, I took shorts in London session today, off the 4 hour candle pulling into this fair value gap here. And so since then, one of the things I wanted to see was whether or not we'd respect that and see higher prices off of it. If we inverse this 4 hour, I could definitely look to go short at 10 o'clock and look for the monthly low. I also looked for like the Friday, even down to the Thursday gap here that formed the Thursday 10 o'clock gap, all look like very decent levels to potentially trade going into market today, which is likely what I'll be looking for. If we respect this gap though, and we actually fail this inversion here entirely, I'm looking to see the Monday and then Sunday 10 p.m. highs today. So kind of both sides for me. Short signature, the original short move that I wanted for New York set or not for New York session, but that I wanted to look for today played out. So for me now, looking to see just how we react around this fair value is going to be my primary watch today.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of all I was looking for. And funny enough, I wanted to go long off the low of this fair value gap here, and then on stream it played out, but it literally it hit my TP before I even got filled at the limit. So just no trades as of right now. Just kind of watching this consolidation form as we get close to New York session. Yes, sir. That's the game plan. Yeah, chat. Definitely two sides to play here, but important to remain as patient as possible in a market like this. So, not going to rush anything, just going to see whether or not we can frame a decent trade setup for today.
Yeah. Gotta
Yeah,
be patient today, sadly.
definitely. So, yeah, chat, that's what we'll be watching for. Let's see.
You took a short in London, you said?
Yeah, took a short in London. I took this 3 minute short at where is it? Well, I took my first entry here. Oh, no, yeah, I took my first entry here with this breaker fractal short. Hourly sweep, 30-minute sweep, and 4 hour sweep, 3 o'clock swept out, 2 o'clock high. Took this until the fair value gap. Runners got hit all the way until 3.2 hour, and then I grabbed a re-entry on the 3 minute retrace into this fair value gap. So it took two trades. So I was with Dodgy and Ralph, and Ralph and I both shorted it while Dodgy was playing soccer.
How was his soccer game thing?
Good, he's really solid at soccer, dude. All right, speaking, what is this short signature? What happened? Holy shit! What happened?
Yeah, market just pulled back.
Yeah, pulled back super aggressively. Holy cow!
Yeah,
Almost
they're
100 points in that.
they're stepping on it, eh?
Yeah, I was nearly 100 points, dude.
9 a.m. open, bro.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's a really good place to potentially they can defend it from, but they absolutely blitz through the weekly open.
Dude, holy shit. God. All right, chat. Well, not much to say there. That's just ripping. Jeez Louise, chat. All right, well, looking like I'm short biased today. Can't lie, chat. Definitely more than short bias today. Hour 6 low tag, so I guess I'm just going to chill. What a shame. I know, no entry signature and just flying lower now. Invalidation on all the unicorns now. All the unicorns are getting validated. Fractal C3. Yeah, I guess.
Hey, no, 3218.
30, yeah. 3218. All right, you don't say what's up to Kane.
Where are they?
Let me get you on it.
Where are they?
There he is.
Hey,
Oh, look who it is. We can see a
don't
nostril
miss
hairs.
outside. This is your day, Kane. Dude,
This
it's
is it.
right through the week opening
I know,
candle
dude.
day.
I was within. It was a 100.3 minute candle, dude.
News?
I was trying to see. I didn't see anything on the news side.
I
Wait,
think it's news.
is
I'm
it
gonna answer news, but feel free.
breaking? Iran stops message exchange with the U.S. in protest against Zionist crimes. How's it 2:30? Oh wait, 2:13.
Does it have anything to do with Trump or is it just Iran?
No, just Iran.
The deal is over.
The deal is over. Cutting communications with the U.S. It was so funny. We played some football, and I was the photographer because I don't play football for shit. Dodgy's just rage baiting everybody, dude. He's like, "You guys suck for European players." He's pissing them off, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's the rich pit king, to be honest.
No, I know it's insane. Well, chat, not a lot for me to do here, chat. Can I just watch to see if we retrace in like a 3 minute balance or even this 1 minute here? But that was gnarly. Breaking news.
Yeah, kind of just invalidates any sort of trade setup going into
Yeah.
these lows as well. Be nice though. If they defend it here, it'd actually be quite nice for
Yeah.
another sell.
I'd like to see a retrace back into like the mid 380s, mid 390s. Because then I could definitely frame a continuation, C4 continuation. Or even the C3 actually. Ooh, that'd be nice. We'll see, chat. No position thus far. Had a position that I was trying to get filled on, and it hit my TP within 1 minute. So I didn't get filled. Um, want to see. That's funny. We will see, won't we? Sup, Nick? My God, guys, is that cold brew? Oh my God. Big
We will see.
big fan. Pop cold brew in the house, chat. It's so funny. We have three of us streaming at the same time. I hear Ralph, Dodgy, and myself. Just a shadow in the night. I think I'm gonna have a shower. Prop for payout. Fucking do it, boss. If feeling clean's gonna make you trade better, then
Get it done.
get it done. You know? Dude, last night when I was with you, Kane, I had Because I arrived at the Airbnb within 2 minutes of arriving. Dodgy goes, dude, put on a shirt. We need to go. I was like, bro, what? Like 11-hour flight, 2 hours from the airport. I'm like sticky, and he's like, let's go. And last night it was like 11:30. I finally managed to take a shower. Felt revitalized, bro. It was
Yeah, I bet.
crazy. I hate not showering, especially after I've like after I've traveled.
Yeah, it's the worst actually.
Yeah. There we go. Give me this trace that I want. Yeah, buddy. I would like this retracement chat big time. Retrace and take us back from the lows. That'd be great. I won't complain. How's it going, though, Nick? Tell him you name it. Are in Puerto Rico, sir. I don't know who that question is for. I am not in Puerto Rico, if you're asking.
The answer's no, though.
The answer is no. Yes. Leo, did Dodgy propose? Did he propose? Not that I know of. To the best of my knowledge, no. And also no to Puerto Rico. I am not in Puerto Rico. No, sir.
I actually turned the divergences off of that indicator, trend scalps. I don't use them, so I apologize. It's not my indicator. It's just an indicator that someone built that I use. But yeah, I actually have them turned off practically all the time. Did you know giraffes are more prone to be struck by lightning than any other animal? I would have assumed that was true. Yeah.
Not surprised. Wait till they get metal implants in their horns as well when they're trying to get cosmetic surgery and they're gonna be like #1. That's crazy though. We should search up annual giraffe like lightning strike count. It's like coconuts falling on humans. Alrighty, chat. Well, honestly, I can't lie. We're getting close, a little close here to New York session, but this 3 minute, we traced into this 3 minute gap here. So this would validate a C3 if we close below this 60, and I think I'm honestly just going to try short here. Try short in this next minute. We're getting quite close, 10 minutes out, but I'll probably just move my stop to break even. But I like that we tagged in there. Maybe I'll try a light size short here. If we confirm the 60, if we don't, it's just going to be an invalidation. We'll be too close to New York AM session for me to feel comfortable taking that. Wow, Leo, pretty dark, big dog. My apologies, Nick. I thought we were in line there because you brought up that statistic, so I thought that felt fitting, but I guess not. Alrighty, give me this 1 minute closure here. I'm gonna tag in light size here.
Ciao, Nick. Ciao.
Let it. Trade on the defense. Will do, brother. Alrighty. Gonna tag into some starters here. Get the rest of the limit. Okay. Tagged a few here. See if we get filled at limit. Alrighty, I'm filled at limit now. Bing, 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 bing. Stop the protected high. Alrighty. See if this gets us lower, chat. Alrighty, we're in. Oh wait, that was wrong. It was right. That's our fill. 346. Stop the protected high. Target of 1.5. Alrighty, chat. Let's see if this plays out. We're in this 1 minute short. 3 minute short, sorry. Wow. Big reaction right off the bat here.
off the 3. This would be nice. I want to see this expand lower. Holy cow. Okay, nice. That's already 20 points there on NQ. Won't be surprised if I take out some partials here, chat, just because we're quite close to New York AM session open, but I'll see it. Let's just let this pass. And anything, I'll just move my stop to break even slightly and profit to cover any potential slippage from the New York Open. But this looks really good so far. I'm a big fan of this. Strong 3-minute closure here would be ideal. Nice expansion here. There we go. That's 23 points on NQ so far. Strong 3-minute closure here will likely see our TP hit. This looks really good. That's 30 points. Holy cow, chat. What an entry. What an entry. Gotta run. Yeah, Litinik. Alrighty, see if we tag back. I'll probably take some partials at the 912 low here. And if we close below 912, I'll move my stops to break even. I need candle body closure below the 912 here for break even. 1 minute here. Looking for a strong 3-minute closure. If not, we're getting awfully close to New York AM session. 30 points down to 11. We'll see what happens here. Just hope we respect some 1 minute imbalances and continue price lower. Strong moves here. Nice. 30 seconds till this 3-minute closure. Watching for it. Ten seconds till this 3-minute closure. Waiting. Nice. Good 3-minute closure here. We're up 27 points in this trade. I'm looking for a closure below 912. As I mentioned, closure below the 912 low here will validate a break even on this. Likely, as we get close to New York session, I will take a few partials just to cover any potential slippage and move that stop to break even too. This looks really good though. If this tags 56 points here, chat. I like the movement, especially after we saw that aggressive move at the 909 here. Want to see a continuation of price. Beautiful. Nearly 40 points here on NQ.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Nice. That might be TP on this. Come on. 47 points here on NQ. I'm tempted to take a partial here. I don't want to be a dick for a tick, chat. Last week I had PTSD. I had three trades get 1 point within TP and run me back to break even, chat. So I'm so tempted to close this here. I'm gonna take a couple partials. I'll take 3 off. Cat. That's 3 contracts off here. Just marking this out.
PTSD kicking in.
PTSD kicked in a bit there, but look, we're already ejecting high. All right. Just mark this so you guys can see my trade management here. That's partials here. Just trying to secure because we're also 4 minutes out from New York session open here. So I just want to be smart with my management here because there's a chance New York opens and just after this bearish leg decides to give us a bit of an aggressive bullish pop. But this is really solid regardless, chat. Super, super solid trade. RTY, yeah. Closing my position here at RTY short. Bonjour lab, what's up, Sean? Faith over fear, my brother. Yeah, I know, chat. But hey, we're already up. Took 2 winning trades during London sessions, so technically by design for me, 2 trades is a closeout day for me. So I'm considering this just add on extra credit. No, I know. Likely it's gonna hit out here full TP, but those of you that were on my segments last week, you guys should know this. It was like 1 point, and then I had 2 trades go half point and quarter point away from my TP and ran me back to break even. So. Yes, the PTSD is kicking in, chat. I can't lie, but I think we're likely going to get tagged out here. Full.
Yeah, I think this probably just trades probably the Thursday's low at this point. Well, not Thursday's low, but Friday's low. Previous day high to previous day low. Yeah, that'd be quite the move. Kind of set the intent.
Alrighty, see if we get tagged out here. Very good 3-minute closure here. Stops or break even, slight profit though to cover fees. See if we get tagged out, full TP. And it's teasing me here, about a quarter point away. A quarter point away from 1.5R here, chat.
That's funny.
Dude, it's been my thing, dude. Out quarter point away. It's just been my thing recently. We're still gonna hit here, chat. I have confidence in this one. I have confidence that Nasdaq's not gonna fuck me over this time. I think we're hitting full TP, but still, that PTSD from last week is hitting, chat. It's hitting me. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Full faith in this, chat. What up, mates? What's up, Anthony? Hoping for 15-minute gap internal previous day low external move. Yeah, definitely. So, Chad, just to be frank, by the way, that was half a point away from TP. Half a point away from TP, and we're back below my break-even zone. You can't make it up, chat. You actually can't make it up. We're 2 minutes away from New York Open here. So, luckily, did take some good partials out here. So likely gonna see. I mean, this is a green trade for me regardless. I am not in just runners, but I've got less than around 30% of my original position, which is good. So. If we get tagged at break even here, though, it'll be nice to still be a $600 trade. So I'll take it, chat. But see what I mean, though? It's been my curse. Nasdaq for some reason doesn't want to hit 1.5R. It happened 4 times last week. We'll see how the New York AM session plays out here. We have basically a minute left. But chat, I'm telling you, this has been weird recently how much it's done it. Leo, that was brutal. Chat, there's a reason I took partials. I was telling you guys last week this happened multiple times. I don't know why 1.5 is just like it's a curse right now. I had that really good win streak where I was on, I don't even know, I was on like a multi-day win streak. And then I had one pretty rough day, and then since then it's like my TP just gets tickled. All right, 38 seconds till New York Open. Good luck, everybody. Best of luck.
I mean, that's
Market
the
makers
overnight low
watch.
right
Dude,
now, right?
backtest 1.4 RR, 1.45
Oh,
RR.
they'll take that. They'll take that. It's so close to the overnight low. Like it's the overnight low, so I think there's no chance they don't take it.
Yeah, I am break even though, slightly in profit, so there's a chance I get tagged out at the open here.
That would be rough.
Yeah, luckily I did take out over 60% of my position, so regardless, but what would have been a $1,200 trade is now just gonna be oh, I'm about to get tagged out here. And that's the New York Open. Tagged out, break even. I called it, dude. Literally called it, chat. You can't make that up. You cannot make that up, chat. I couldn't have been clear to you guys. Market makers are watching my ass, dude.
It's funny actually.
It's like 5th time in a week and a half that it's happened. Well, still, that's $620 from that trade, chat. So we'll take it regardless. But I'm telling you, man, market makers are watching me. They're on something different today. I'm telling you, chat.
Did you remove your limit?
Yeah, I'm out fully. It's now gonna tag out. It's now gonna tag out full TP here. But
Yeah, I agree. I think it is.
so fucking stupid, dude. God damn it.
Is
I
it
might have I might
is
have jinxed it as well by talking about it, chat. But I'm telling you, I was tempted to take it out at 1.45R because I'm like, chat, it's gonna tickle my TP, and it did exactly that, man. In my opinion, is it silly holding a 930 trade due to slippage and lack of risk management? That's why I moved my stop slightly in profit to cover potential slippage. I took partials and which covered that. So yeah, $620 from that trade though, chat. We'll take it, but kind of.
ES just took out that overnight low, and now they're both trading a bit higher. That could be a great fucking long right there, to be honest.
It looks quite good.
It's a gap down as well, so they're gonna drive up, fill the gap.
That was ridiculous, dude. Isn't that funny that I was really talking about that? Exactly what I said happens, dude.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Rough. Bad looks, chat. All good. Well, regardless, it's a winning trade. Not my full TP, so I'm a little bummed by that because I do feel iffy when I take partials like that from time to time, chat, just to be super transparent. But c'est la vie, chat. You know, you can't win them all. All right, yeah, this looks not bad for longs here too. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, if they get back through Friday's opening price, could be a nice sell higher, to be honest.
I know. Tagging back into this big 3 minute gap that I used for my short signature before too. So I'm curious to see how we react to that. Let's form our breaker here as well. We'll see, chat.
Yeah, but ES swept out so much, actually.
RTY was cleanest. Congratulations, boss man. I'd say my short was pretty clean. RTY was very clean, but I'll take my short. I'm content with it. Big tag back, dude. Jeez. I think you likely going to continue to pull higher here. Unless it just rejects off this 3 minute encroachment, which it's also doing too. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a nasty rejection, actually, off
yeah.
of that 8 o'clock price action and 8 o'clock open, more or less. Actually, nowhere near 8 o'clock open, but that's kind of where I'd want to sell it. 462s. Super that high.
Yeah. See, it rejected aggressive off that 3, but we're making our way back above that encroachment. I could sense Marco was out to fuck me today.
The market was just playing games with Leo.
My spidey senses were tingling, bro. I could sense it. Nasty 3 minute rejection here off the encroachment, dude. Scalp shorts from 09. Good luck, brother.
Scalp shorts from 09. What, 409s? Yeah. I'd really like to sell this into the low.
Yeah.
But it's got to really fail back through the open. It's such a hard trade here.
I know. Plus, it's kind of just if it closes right at the encroachment of this 3 minute gap, that's going to be tough for me to frame something off that.
ES is just stuck between the two opens right now. NQ's kind of seeing the wood from the trees and kind of trading away from it.
Holy cow. Big move here from NQ. Nearly, yeah.
It's 50 points.
Yeah. Now 60. Oh, God, dude. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So funny hearing two different guys trading in my, in the background here.
Oh, really?
Dodgy and Ralph.
What they
So,
saying?
guys, I'm looking for this inversion here. We see this inversion forming.
Yeah.
Ryan's probably talking about this 921 inversion here. It's so funny. Big reject here too. Oh, thank you. Tagging back to the fair value, likely going to trace higher. It's hard to frame this chat. I can't lie.
think ES is just gonna. If it keeps they keep buying it up at the opening range high, then we're in for a pretty good move up that we can get short of.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I think this is just gonna slowly trade back into the low.
Hmm. It's like I'd like to see it go lower here, but it's also based on this reaction, retap the encroachment that 3 minute, and I just feel like it's also making its way back to the 845 high.
Oh, it's such a well balanced open so far. They sold it, they bought it back, they sold it, they bought it higher, they sold it, they bought it higher, they sold it, they bought it higher, they're selling it. Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna buy it higher.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those days.
Seems like it, eh? Yeah, there we go. Retapping the fair value. It's a continuation high off that too. Yeah, chat. Can't lie. It's hard for me to really frame something off this.
I would like it to sell here, to be honest. Rebalance most of that overnight action. Trade 50%, trade lower. Trade in a previous day low. I think that's my main draw right now. You got that 4-hour swing, but you got 4-hour swing on ES. So like I'm expecting ES to continue to sell down. You have an hourly low, but like kind of fucking nuts, to be honest. Couldn't long here. Yeah, it's naturally I would just look to, if you can hang out here for the next 5, maybe another sweep and then a pullback, like first 15 minutes, fake everyone out on like some sort of breakout, trade all the way through, fake everyone out, then trade higher. That would kind of be the most painful situation.
Yeah.
I think painful situations typically like to play out. Man, I can't believe they didn't take your TP. It's fucking crazy
Dude,
work,
what's
actually.
funny is I was talking about it. I was like, I have a weird feeling about this one too. That close to New York Open. Like made that would have been a $1,200 trade and it being 620, which is fine, but like, fuck.
Yeah.
It happened like 3 times last week. It's just like been cooking me. But whatever. We move on. Market makers can't stop me. Market makers don't know, Chad. We got confidence. Still gonna fuck me though. Yeah, look, yeah, sell out. They're gonna buy this back too. They're probably gonna buy this back into the 845 high.
I don't know if they are, I think they actually
Yeah.
are getting stuffed here right now.
It's a weird one to read, dude. I can't lie.
It's just ES's opening print. If ES can, like, ES is struggling to get out of Friday's opening range. It's also trading above today's. So it's currently just stuck in no man's land.
Yeah, definitely. POC at 468. Also, yeah, who knows though? And we do have news at 10, by the way, too, chat. Just letting you guys know.
It literally tagged overnight VWAP to the tick.
I have a feeling they're gonna just buy this up until 8:45. They're being weird.
Traded into 9 o'clock open, took out basically all the liquidity that was traded through 9 at the open. Now they're probably trying to sell it straight back through and then buy it all the way back up. That would kind of be the most painful thing. 246's trade maybe.
Yeah, the woman looks kind of disgusting too. Look at this. 2 candle retrace followed by buyback. 2 candle retrace followed by buyback. It's like what you'll see on like an Investopedia forum, dude. Like this style market.
Oh yeah, you will. Yeah, that's true. Oh, why has it kicked me out?
Gotcha. They're buying this up off the dude. This encroachment, that 3 minute, the 9-12 3 minute gap just is fucking holding super well since we inversed it. It's an inversion now, by the way, chat. Forgot to remark that. Inversion provide. Would love to see 10 a.m. news manipulate the previous hour 4 candle. Yeah. I mean, we had SMT at the lows too, didn't we? Yeah, ES swept out the low. You're right. Yeah, ES swept out the low. Nasdaq did too. Just expand away from that. Nasdaq was the leading asset in that SMT pair too. Hence why we're seeing Nasdaq expand a lot more aggressively than ES here, or Nasdaq expand a lot more than ES. Sorry. Or we're just gonna see a 1 minute consolidation right above this inversion until finally price picks back up. Probably wait until 10 too.
There, there we go. We got the first 15-minute candle. What's ES gonna do?
I reckon we trace back, we break out the high on ES in that first 15-minute range, retrace, and that's gonna be our short signature. That retrace is gonna be the leg we need to drive market lower. Yeah, and we're buying back on the new 15. I reckon we're gonna take out the 15-minute IB high on ES and retrace, and that's gonna be our short. That's gonna be our short leg chat. Look at this first 15-minute range. We're gonna break on ES. We're gonna break above 75.95 here. Retrace all the way back into 75.85. 10-point retrace. That's gonna be our short signature chat. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night.
I think it's gonna melt to the low, by the way.
There we go. It's gonna take out this IB high first, dude. It's just got it, man.
ES maybe, yeah.
Yes, definitely. Nasdaq looks like it's gonna. Like you looking weak.
I mean, if they can close here at 10, then it's fucking changes everything. But yeah, I don't Don't look that strong right now.
Yeah, definitely not. You'll have seen NQ struggle here while SMT is intact as well. Yeah, I do agree, Leaks. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, I just removed all my indies. Whoops.
Oh, they both took it.
Yeah. Now this is where we're gonna get our retrace. This is where we get our retrace 9 of the 25. It's a 72% probability it retraces 25% off the initial bounce high on ES. 72% chat. Cannot make it up, chat. You cannot make it up, chat. Might need a second, but 75, 90 for sure first here is going to be the retrace. It's a 72% chance that hits on ES.
The more they hang around up here.
What? No, I'm not, dude. I missed my long entry. But dude, I grabbed. Are you in long right now, Ralph? Good shit, dude. Yeah, Kane's on. You'll say what's up. Ralph says what's up, Kane.
Ciao.
Bunch of gooners, dude. There we go. ES here. Give me that 25% retrace. Watch this. Watch this 5-minute closure chat. 25% retrace on ES. It's happening. And Q here tracing well off that IB high too.
Yeah.
This is a tough read here, dude. I can't lie.
I want to see how this 5-minute closes. If they stuff ES and they close ES bearish on this 5-minute,
70.
I'm not bullish.
Dude, we're about to hit it. 72% chance chat. ES hits this 25% retrace, and we are about to hit this 25% retrace. Like, could genuinely just short the retracement if I wanted to, but that's not my model chat. But that's about to hit the 25 on ES here. And, oh, by literally a point off of hitting, less than that, half a point off of hitting the 25% retrace on ES off the IB high.
Ah, bro, it's just you have an IV WAP. It's
Yeah.
nothing crazy. I was just trying to see where it was.
Relative equal high on ES, yeah. Was in shorts from 35,000, 15 since London session. Just got trailing stopped at 33.61 on constitute time for the day. Yeah, dude. Good shit. Good stuff, boss man. And
His first good closure on ES after the basically through yesterday's open, which is Friday's open. If they can get moving here, then honestly, I think the next place after that is you're probably not selling it to like 610s on ES, which is like what? It's fucking high on NQ. They're so decorrelated right now. You're probably looking at like 520s on NQ.
what's your game plan for 10 here, Kane? Are you watching to see if we can short sell this back into the 9 o'clock low and 9:30 low?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the sweep out of this previous 30 minutes, so I'm in agreement with you here because we're getting weak around here. Bulls are getting weak.
They're getting steppy on it, bro.
I know. There we go. I'm liking NQ here a lot. This 30-minute sweep, previous 15-minute sweep too. This looks pretty freaking solid. I'd want to look short with you here too.
Mm.
Also be nice if we can get below the EQ of the previous 15 and 30 here. That'd be nice as well. 15-minute sweep. Let me see as well.
NQ and
15-minute.
silver. No, NQ and silver are not correlated.
Yeah.
They both are obviously dollar controlled in some capacity. They're both risk on, but the correlation is obviously in metals. Metals are correlated. You'll see them trade opposite NQ and silver and gold sometimes. So
Have you traded commodities at all recently, Kane? Or have you
nah,
been
not
hands off on?
once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, the only trades I've really taken on NQ recently are shorts with like 3, 4 longs, maybe. But all my bigger trades have been shorts.
That makes sense. Dude's a perma bear, man. Perma bear.
When something consistently goes up, I have to typically look for retraces in it.
I don't even blame you. I don't even blame you. Oh, I like this. We're actually forming, Kane, we're forming this 1-minute uni here, uni and fractal model. This is
411? You can trade 411s
what
or 412s?
I mean, confirm the closure here at the 397, but re-entry here at the 410 looks pretty solid.
I agree.
I'd be interested in taking this short with the SMT with YM here as well. I know you don't like looking at YM too much, but I'm hooked, dude. I got hooked on it. Fuck. There goes the retrace into the.
Honestly, it's not a bad trade. You
No.
ever like the 37150 low is your 50% of the current move, like the opening print. It's also the high of the opening range, and you also have the overnight low intact, which ES has taken out, but I would still want to see it taken out in NQ. Because if not, they don't take out this low. Statistically, they need a super bullish day to take out the overnight high, which is
Yeah.
currently all-time high. So it's like, for me, what's easier to do? Trade 100-ish points into the low, or
Mhm.
trade 400 point or 300 points back to the high, 200 points back to the high. I would assume they would take it to the low.
Yeah. Dude, oh fuck, I missed that. I actually really like this setup here. That SMT with YM and this unicorn here.
Yeah, I haven't taken anything yet either.
I missed that. We're below EQ as well in the previous 15. This looks really solid. I'd be curious to watch for the 10 o'clock open here. Trade a continuation lower. I feel like that's the game plan for today. Missed that entry on this unicorn fractal here, chat. So honestly, I'm gonna be looking for this 10 o'clock. So chat, mapped out short here, put a limit at the unicorn here, stop at the breaker, target this 2R, which is mapped out. This is beautiful, dude. This is gonna play out to a T, actually, chat. Actually to a T. Wow, alright. GG's NQ. Likely gonna wait until 10, watch for a retrace into one of these imbalances that's forming on the 1 minute. But yeah, Kane was right here, chat. Market was starting to get quite weak up at these highs. Good call on that in general, dude. That was sweet.
Yeah, I didn't get anything though, which was annoying.
Yes.
Nothing voltage right now. I would have liked, to be honest, I would have shorted this 1 minute, but I was looking at fucking silver, which was
Yeah.
dumb.
Just going for a work failure on the 1.
But to be honest, right now, market's kind of trading's plan. Took out that 15-minute high, get everyone kind of bullish up here,
Mm-hmm.
trap them, sell them, trade into the overnight low, get everyone super bearish, trap them, trade back through. That to me makes the most sense. You also get like 10 a.m. reversal off the low.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of makes sense to me.
it does. I'm in agreement with that. Dude, that 1 minute is so clean. Ah, missed on that chat, I can't lie. That was
I have swing short positions that I've been like not averaging into, but I took some this morning as the market opened. It's very small size, like something that I could just sleep on forever. Um, they're obviously in profit, but I'm not really looking at them. I'm just averaging into positions when I like the current price. I'll look at the trade and say, okay, cool. This seems like a really good position to add to a swing short, add a new invalidation, add size, and continue. Just kind of let it play out over weeks. But right now, I mean, if we get to this low and we start to buy back up off here, I'll just close everything because it just looks too fucking obvious right now.
mm,
I just think ES and NQ just trade previous day high to previous day low on a Monday, and then that kind of sets the range for the week. How fucking atypical would that be? What about you, Voltage? Any trades from you?
nice. Yep, there we go. That's gonna be 2 hour tagged out here in Uni. And that's a tag out. I'm not in that chat, but that played out beautifully. That was a 75-point short. That was a nice 1 minute chat. 1 minute till the 10 o'clock.
You missed it? Of course you did. If they trade if they trade this logical liquidity target now at 10, 246, think it's a good spot to potentially cover everything and wait for some sideways action and play along.
Wow, dude. It's just fucking selling lower now. Good call on that, Kane. No, it was hard to find an entry path there.
Only those calls could pay my bills, eh?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Cool, they're stuffing them at the low. Ask Ralph how good his short is and how good his longs are. I would not get bullish on NQ till that overnight low goes, so it's one thing for sure.
Yeah.
PMI do.
And actually, they really need Kane, I found a SERP green 765 LT. Bad news is it's in Thailand.
Dude, that's so tough. Hey, what's the shipping cost on that mag? We gotta pitch into a Kane fund here to get him his LT, bro.
Yeah, Matt, can you lend me $20 to get it shipped over?
$20. Oh, sir, dude, I was looking at that though, because you mentioned it yesterday. Dude, the Surf Green is so clean on the LT, it's not even funny.
Yeah, it's crazy actually.
It's so clean. I haven't seen that colorway like at all, too.
Yeah, it's an MSO option.
Yeah.
Yeah, no clue. I've messaged them waiting to see the all-in costs. That's hilarious.
Dude, what's funny is I know he's not joking. I know he actually messaged them shipping costs too,
He's like,
which
yo,
is
how much to ship this to the UK?
and then Matt goes 100% commission. 100% commission. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Juno sold that LT guys when he was in Thailand, man. So shout out Juno. Actually, Juno's a real one for that. Juno knew you needed it, so he sold it right before he left
Bro, you know the
Thailand.
tough thing, yeah, is actually I always go back to this photo. Please tell me it's gonna send. Oh, let me just take a screenshot of it. I always go back to this photo of the McLaren because this is how it's
Yeah,
gonna look most of the time with the green
dude.
with the rain on it. It's just gonna be sat in England rainy. I'm like, yeah, it fucking looks
That's the
good.
motivation there.
Yeah, it'll be Thai baht, right? 55 million Thai baht. Bro, that's fucking 1.2 million pounds, by the way.
Is it? What the
Yes.
fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, because cars in Asia typically are more expensive because they all have to pay import tax on it. Bro,
But
imagine
1.2,
that.
the markup. That's gotta be what, 100% markup? Fucking
55
hell.
million Thai baht. It's actually 56 mil
That's fucking nuts.
Thai baht.
Yeah, Kane's popped in here with me.
Yo, what's good, Kane?
Ralph
What's
is saying
good,
what's up.
Can't wait to see you today, buddy.
Ralph? Why'd you say it's so weird?
Yeah, so let's see if I can get the zoom open here.
Can't wait to see you later, mate.
I'm out.
Bro,
Yeah,
it's me and Leo were biking online, bro. We were just showing all the
We're both shorting in London. We're like on the way to go see to go play soccer with like Dodgy's folks, and like Ralph and I'm like, dude, these shorts are printing, man. It's like during London session. Ah, chat milked lower here. Hey. Juno,
yeah.
did you grab these as well? Or Juno, were you done after that? Were you done after those lat long unicorn? Because that long unicorn printed what, 60 points? Yeah,
He said he
1.2.
missed it.
Oh, you missed this one. That shit was clean. Oh yeah, I see it. Shit was clean. I missed it. Yeah. We still love you though, Juno. We still accept you in the family. We love you. Yeah, Juno took the longs. Dude, Juno's the yeah. Dude, they were clean. I just missed them, but they were super clean. Yeah. I was so funny. I was literally telling Kane last week, 3 times last week,
Yeah.
I missed my full TP by about a quarter point, half point on NQ, and it ran to break even. And just now I took the shorts pre 9:30, missed my TP by half a point, ran right to my break even. I took partials close because I was like, guys, I swear to God, I have PTSD. This is not gonna hit, and it didn't hit my full TP for 1.5R.
Yeah. Today I was long around 375s. I was up around I think like 100 points, but I don't partial. I only hard TP.
Yeah,
So I should have TP'd at 50 points, but I wanted the full highs. It missed it by 20, and then
yeah. Oh, that is unfortunate.
sorry, we had the winner. So
There you go.
I had money to risk.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Kane, what's your thought process with this? Now we're back at the
I
920
mean,
left.
bro, they literally just traded into a tick off of that 9 o'clock low. Still, I just think there's no way they don't fucking sell it to there.
Yeah,
They don't. There's no way they don't sell it to that overnight low. I'm sorry.
yeah.
927. They trade a fucking tick off of it.
Yeah, I see that actually. Yeah, it reminds me of my fucking TP this morning, dude.
Bro, if they do that, like, ah,
Yeah, imagine they reset it back into the highs.
yeah.
Just-
I mean, they could from here, but honestly,
They-
that would be fucking gross. Yeah.
that'd be disgusting.
I mean, someone just bought a fuck ton out
Monday
of nowhere though.
PMI start of the month, dude. That'd be diabolical.
15 looks hard.
Yeah,
Someone bought a lot at 300 though,
I know.
which means someone sold a lot. So someone got stuffed at the low. Fuck, can't make that shit
Little
up.
hard arm there, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's getting fucking absolutely obliterated. Instant 40 points off. Ugh. And I'm talking a lot of contracts there as well.
Yeah.
That guy's having a bad day at the office.
Yeah, guys, I took $100 million in size here, down
Like,
2 points.
imagine this though. Imagine this, right? Who's been this guy on their journey, right? You see this low, you see this huge sell-off at the low. You're like, fuck it, this is gonna melt. You oversize into a position at the low, expecting a huge breakout. You get in, the price immediately
Immediately
retraces.
40-point retrace.
Yeah, and then you're like, fuck, no, it's not.
Liquidated.
You either get licked or you fucking close, you panic close here,
and then it fucking
Price
sells
does
back down.
this, and then it gets here, and it does this, and you're
It's
like, well,
class.
fuck my life. Who's done that? Let's be honest. I think everyone's done that at some
Dude,
point in their life.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
I honestly
like
think what we definitely make our way back in the 927 low here because we tagged back into this 3 minute imbalance here at the 10:03 tag back into the 10 o'clock 3 minute fair value. If we can reclose back below 30,314.50, that's gonna be a nice short signature. Like I'm locked out for today, chat, but I'll map this trade out for you guys. I've already locked out the personal, but this looks good here. If this closes below 33,140.50, this short's gonna play out well. Tag back almost into the encroachment of that 3 minute imbalance, and we have an active SMT with YM2, and Nasdaq is the stronger asset in this SMT pair. So I like this, but if we fail to close here, I like for this wick as an example, not a fan of this wick at all. See what happens though. Yeah, Kane, you'd actually get face stuff though.
yeah,
Go
bro, I've done
short
that
right
so
at
many
the
times.
left.
Bro, honestly, you know how many
Yeah.
times I've watched Bitcoin range for like,
Oh
I
my
don't know,
god.
a month, and every time it gets to the high, I'm like, oh, this time it's breaking out, and then guess what? You fucking crank that leverage up to the to the long,
Mm-hmm.
to you crank it up, you fucking go max long on a breakout, immediately trades like 50, 60 points higher, and you get like a 2 hour pullback, and then you close it in that 2 hour window, and then it flies.
Like 30 minutes later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's just
That's
people know the markets. The market makers are like, okay, cool, we'll just sell all of this here, and then we'll buy it back.
market makers were watching me today, chat. That's all I'm gonna say. They were watching me today. They've been watching me the past week.
They're watching this.
Also, this is going to be a 3 minute invalidation of these shorts here. This is getting bought back up. Quarter tick from the 927 low here, and this is getting bought up aggressively.
Bro,
Almost
I
100
can't believe,
that's almost
cannot
100
believe they
points.
did that.
100 points off
Crazy,
the
bro.
I'm
yesterday.
starting to go to my TP now.
Yeah, dude, that'd be. I mean, this be insane if this hits. If this goes all the way back up into the 9 o'clock high and then 8 o'clock high.
The 6 a.m. highs look really good.
Yeah, yeah. Can't lie.
6 a.m. highs.
Yeah.
Ralph, you need your head checking, my boy. 6
Could you
a.m.
imagine? Could you
highs.
imagine just slow chop all the way up into 6 a.m. highs?
Yeah, if it does that.
Like, what is that? That's gotta be.
If
at
it
least-
does that, dinner's on me.
I thought it was already on him, but yeah. No, we're not.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
hey,
if dinner's
market
on me,
makers, you
guys,
guys are listening.
reminder.
Hey, pump it back to 6 o'clock highs, please, please.
Tell Juno to buy in.
Yeah,
Use code LAB at checkout, yeah? I've got
Yeah.
dinner to buy.
bingo.
Nah, honestly, I think it's fucking great short from here. Like everything right now, trade into 50%, trade it back into 50%. This could be the stop before they just sell it now.
I would get back in. The London shorts paid.
Are
I
you,
know,
are you,
those shorts were nice.
you gonna get back in short or long, Ralph?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. There's
The-
no other Ralph, is there?
No.
Yeah, Ralph
I'll
is
do the
here.
trade. I'll watch you guys.
We're out, dude. We're out for today.
I'm gonna get ice cream.
Did you say you want to get ice cream?
Dodgy's been absolutely pissing on us because I've been like I was starving yesterday, and so when I got Oreos and Pringles because I was hungry, dude. And we didn't have time at the Arsenal parade to like properly grab food. All right, I'm liking. I want to see one of these imbalances hold here and send market lower. Yeah, man. Just gonna keep rejecting. Likely gonna hop off here in a second, by the way, Kane.
Yeah,
I think
no worries.
I'm locked out for today on this. I honestly I would want to retry shorts on this. Knowing myself, I think it's best that I lock out on this chat.
What are you boys gonna do for the day?
Ice cream. Ralph is nodding at me for some ice cream. Yeah, we're gonna get some Kith treats.
Oh, you're gonna go to Kith and go to the treats.
I think that's what they want to do. Yeah, and then I think we're gonna.
Ralph, I'm expecting a present from Kith, bro.
Hey, Ralph. Ralph. Kane wants a present from Kith. Kane wants a present from Kith, by the way, just letting you know.
Your doggy's on like the big tier.
He's on the big tier.
Yeah, well, you better bribe Dodgy then.
Bro, he didn't give me an engagement gift.
Damn. Well, now I need to get you one, dude.
You got me one.
What?
You turned up to the crib.
Damn. I'm the gift, dude.
Everyone's commenting that's cringe. Get him
Yeah,
off.
man.
Get him off the screen.
Get him off. Let's get Lucy back. Dodgy. Dodgy's wet dream is LRLR after a
Bro, I think he should
Guys are
go, like,
ridiculous.
there's no way those equal lows don't go though. Like,
Yeah, no,
29 once.
that's half to it. I want this closure. I still want same closure. I want this closure below 33 31450 here, chat. Yeah, I'm honestly locked out. I'm gonna be hopping off here. Sorry for all the background noise and stuff, by the way, chat. We've got 3 of us streaming in an Airbnb, which is definitely a first for me. Definitely some good trades today, but missed on a really nice trade this morning with that TP not hitting, and then also missed on the secondaries. But hey, win is a win, chat. I think I'm gonna be hopping off here though. I'll see you, Mr. Kane, later today.
All right, bro. Yeah, see you later. 7 o'clock, yeah?
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you for Kane's gonna be staying on here until 11, but I'm gonna be hopping off. But thank you all for tuning in on my portion here as well, and with Kane too. And Kane, see you later, guys.
Yeah,
And
brother.
yeah, brother. See you guys. I'll be on, I believe, tomorrow. So I'll be
Peace.
on all this week. Let everybody. Ciao, ciao. Thank you, production. I'll see you tomorrow.
Honestly, boys, I think like shorting this just there's just no way they leave these. This is the overnight low. I wouldn't really care about equal lows normally, but like ES took it out at 9:30, so like the overnight low is obviously prior to 9:30. 9:30 happens. ES takes out the low. NQ does not. So I think ultimately it makes more sense for them to trade it into that low and then buy it back. I just hate the fact that they bought it back here, but they could quite easily do this and then they sell it again. Who knows? I think ultimately this was the short, right? Here to like this, 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 any of those 3 makes sense. Ultimately, I would not want to. If price trades back up here, it's kind of invalidate my short thesis right now, because at that point they could probably just traverse the range and go back up to the high, go to 6 o'clock highs and then out with Ryan, Ralph, and Leo dinner. So I'd rather them just trade into the low. Nah, Johnny, I literally didn't have time, bro. I stepped to the desk literally 5 minutes before you guys saw me on air. I had a busy day. By the way, if anyone here watching the stream is like an ads specialist, like a paid ads specialist, let me know. Because we need a paid ad specialist for some stuff. Boys, I'm addicted to Yellowstone right now. Rip is the man. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't no spoilers. Anyone spoils it for me, I'm gonna find out where you live and make sure you never get to spoil it again. Do I use the VIX? I look at the VIX obviously, but nah, nowhere near as much as a lot of people use it. Some people just love it. It's not me. Did I watch 1883 before? No, because they're spin-offs of Yellowstone, right? What's this? What's the order you should watch them in? I'm assuming 1883. Oh, really? But they were created after, no? Just to be sure. Yeah. Me when I watch Yellowstone. Yeah, but bro, like, I get it. What's going on, boys? If we look at if we look at the ES Open, this really describes like where the market has gone, right? It's gone up, it's retraced, gone back up, retraced. Right now, they are really struggling to get it through this area, which when we really just like mark out like this area, it's stuck between this area is like the oh we're getting out of Friday's open area, yeah, and everything in between is just selling off back into today's open. So right now there's just nothing going on here. They keep selling it out of here. Right now they're buying it out of here. They're buying it. They're buying it off of this low. You have ES's good low there. You have NQ's bad low here. It's the same price. Like there's just not a market that a lot of people should be trading. To be honest, it doesn't look like a lot of good trades unless you're like a range bound trader. I think NQ this was a really good spot to get short, especially here on the reoffer. It's now traded. It's now got this 15-minute sweep right at like 15. They get below here now. I think it's just cooked. I think it goes here. That's kind of my thought process. Do I want to put risk on here? Not really. It's just it's not a market that I really want to be trading right now. You know. How many spin-offs of Yellowstone are there? There's Dutton Ranch. There's Marshalls. There's 1923. There's 1883. They're going to be bringing in. There's also the 460s TV show that's coming later this year. After Matey Boy bought that fucking ranch for $320 million, which is fucking crazy, by the way. Absolutely eye-watering amount of money. Yeah, we're looking to hire someone, to be honest, bro. I appreciate you willing to impart your knowledge. But yeah. Marshalls is boring as fuck. Kane, haven't you seen what's going on with Apex? They rocked about 1,500 of us by moving us to live. We were unable to deny the offer and take our full sim balance. I mean, it's not. I have seen some of it. Full transparency. I'm like fully trying to come off social media at some point. I just think social media is typically bad. So I haven't been on Twitter because I don't have it on my phone. But yeah. You are able to deny live? Yeah, this is the thing is I don't actually know. I'd have to look into it. But it won't be today. You hardly promote that channel on X either. What is in this channel? I don't have a mentorship, bro. Yeah, I mean, the team will often just retweet stuff from my Twitter. But yeah, I'm I feel way better for coming off social media. But I miss Dave Teaches FX. I get my comedy from elsewhere, bro. Yeah, I'm also guilty of that, to be honest, Mag. Like if I have a rough day, typically I won't go to Twitter. But if I have a great day, I'll go to Twitter and you know, I'll post my wins and I'll talk about how clean the market was or whatever. And I just realized like actually that does nothing for anyone. You know? Does nothing for anyone. Gives me a bit of an ego boost, but fuck it, I just don't need that shit. When I backtested my model, what data points? Main ones are like average risk to reward, how often we respect 50%, obviously drawdown, like what loss, win, average drawdown, average like win expectancy. Also, it's worth tracking like, okay, I got in here, how far did it actually trade from a points perspective? Because then that allows you to adjust things. It depends what you want to try and do. Like if you're going to back test, to figure out how profitable a strategy is. Like I think you have to back test like different data points individually because when you muddle them together, you get a it's whatever, you know. So wait, KSI has left the Sidemen. Big news for the unemployed. It's the first thing I see when I go to fucking Twitter, by the way. One 100% a bet if Arsenal lost. Oh, that's hilarious. They said that bro's going to start a clothing brand and start reading 30 minutes a day. Is that a dig at Kai Cenat? I think it is, right? Bro, can you please suggest a playlist from ICT? I cannot, my friend. If you go through my YouTube search history or just view history, you won't catch an ICT video in there. Sadly, I'd probably watch one or two when I've like gone to certain points where he's mentioned my name for whatever reason. The reality is, though, is that I think it's an absolute horrible way to lose when you've got professional footballers that their only job is to hit a ball in the net, and then they struggle to even hit the goal from however many yards away. I think that's a fucking travesty. I think that a professional footballer not even hitting the goal is crazy work. Like, I think it's fine to have a goal saved, like you know, a ball saved. I think it's absolutely. I think it's better to have a ball saved against you than to miss the goal. I think it's crazy work. Is the G Class a good car? I love my G Class. No, I think it's crazy, boys. I'm sorry. If you're getting paid several hundreds of thousands of pounds or dollars a week, pounds in or euros, sorry, pounds in the pounds in the form of obviously Arsenal, I think there's just no excuse to not be able to hit a target. I think you should be taking, when you're leading up to Champions League, that you should be taking fucking 200 penalties to draw in the fact that build that muscle memory. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I'm not a footballer, but you know, I think it's the same for rugby players when they drop the ball. You are paid to quite literally have a ball in your hands and be able to take it from another person. If you can't keep it in your hands and you drop it for whatever reason, like Butterfingers, I think it's farce. I think you should. Don't think you should be getting paid for it. I think this short is fucking great. I just have no interest in it because of ES. Look at ES. Is trading your main income? Over the course of my trading career, yeah, I mean it's definitely like probably 70% of all of the money I've made. Obviously, I'm factoring that in to the times I had a job. Obviously, I had a really large income when I worked in sales. In the 10 years ish I was in sales, I, you know, post tax probably cleared £1 million. Or more than that, maybe. Yeah, more than that. Averagely though, my take home post tax was about 100K a year. So, but as of late, trading probably the last year probably makes up like 50% of my income. What were you selling? Just cloud solutions, bro. Like when I worked in tech sales, it was like everyone was moving to Azure and AWS. So it was just like the consultancy of getting there, the production to set it up, and the management costs. It was like an all-in-one. I worked for a MSP, so we didn't really just sell like consumption or compute. It was like we sold if you wanted it, we'd do it for you, and then we'd manage it, or we wouldn't do it. Boys, I absolutely know nothing about football. I don't know who took the penalty and who didn't, whether they're attacking, defender, goalkeeper, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. But when I look at the Arsenal players, all of the ones that did the weird, goofy run up missed. I don't know. It's kind of shit, you know. Do I miss my job in any aspects? There obviously are some aspects that I miss, but like most of the aspects I don't, you know. Do I limit the amount of trades I take in a day? Not really. Happy Monday, happy Monday. Absolute boring market so far, though. That is one thing I will say. Did I see the 1 minute wick on yesterday at 6:45? Oh, no, I didn't actually see them. What were they about? They're like 10 point, they're like 5 point wicks. Quite a lot on ES. Do I have any businesses or income outside of trading, the trading itself or the industry? Yeah, I do. Yeah. See, the main area where I would not want to see traded is this. If this gets traded, I think the reality is they trade the high. You kind of want to see this sell off, but they're buying NQ and can't make up their mind what to do on ES. It's not really going anywhere. This reminds me of like a typical summer month PA, and technically we are actually in summer as of now. Yeah, it's boring, boys and girls. Absolutely boring. Trying to force a sell, going to turn it off, I think. Makes sense. like when I look at ES, we've gone nowhere in an hour and a half or an hour. This is kind of suggesting to me that there's just someone selling a lot of this right now. And on NQ, they're not getting the memo. So I don't know. Someone somewhere is doing something. Oil was just chilling at the highs after rallying, $5 off the low. What's gold do? Kind of bottom signature on gold. I think you want to see a good break above like 490s. You see a good break above 490s. I don't think gold looks back. Bitcoin's back at 71. My 66k buys are now not looking so hot after we traded 77k. We might have even traded 80k actually. 82. Yeah. Boring ass market. Boring ass market right now. Ideally, I'd like to aim for Lucid Traderfy down the line. Oh, wait, you missed. I missed. Do you see Traderfy Lucid going in a worse direction anytime soon in terms of payout caps? No. I don't think so. I think they're going to continue to pay. I know Lucid and Traderfy are in a good spot. Anthropic offers EU access to Claude Mythos. What? As in the European Union, or how tall am I? 6'5". Yeah, I am. Yeah. Yeah. So Mariam's actually just short, right? But yeah. So Mariam's short, but I'm tall, so it just looks like fucking wild. The high difference. Kane, I'm not the guy to type a lot, but I really want to thank you for everything you're putting out there. After a long time, I finally qualified for a 1K payout today. Fucking W in the chat for that guy. W for Nicholas. Congrats, bro. Any W's for me? No, not taking a single trade. No, congrats, bro. Just don't do anything differently now. You know? There's absolutely no reason to do anything. Just keep doing the thing you're doing. Is this true, Alex? Alex, you here? Oh, it's fucking granting the EN the wrong, Alex. Man, what a travesty this price action is, boys and girls. Okay, you want to hear something funny? A few months ago when I got into props, I think Tradify had the same picture of you that's on the live stream thumbnail. Anyway, when I saw your interview, because your glasses on, never made the connection, but it was the same person. Yeah, it's me. It's a me. Absolute travesty, PA. Has anyone taken any winning trades during New York so far? If so, teach me, please. No, bro, not taking anything. We went up. I would really wanted to short this. I would have probably covered this low. That would have been the main low. I would have been break even at the opening range though, no matter what. So I'd be sat in this trade waiting to get hit break even at this line. I think Pax would have give up on it, to be honest. Yeah. NQV web short for the plot. It's right here, right? It's actually just right here now. Yeah. Kane always blow account after first payout. How to make it the second one? Honestly, bro, you just have to take it slow. Most of the time, people get really emotional after their first payout, think that they can do it forever, size up, get more confident, and blow up. If anything, after your first payout, um, be more risk averse. Actually, take less trades. Did you lose today? I've lost 2 hours of my life. I'm not getting back. That's about it. Go long right now. Okay. Where we targeting? You know what? We'll go long right now. We'll give it a 50-point stop. And we'll target 100 points. Good luck. It's a paper long. No, I'm not going long. 530 should target. Okay, no worries. No, I'm not in. No, I'm not in it. The guy that beat me got through to the next round though. He's trading right now. He beat me on Thursday. How is this market going to zero today? That's the question. That is the question. No, it's the VWAP. It's just it's the standard VWAP. I mean, I could take the bands off and just put the VWAP on there, but this is the only thing I care about. No, Leo was on. He bounced. He's in London right now with the boys, so he's not hanging around. Oh, that would have been the break even, and I would be leaving the market for the day. When you done the payout, was you trading all sessions? Yeah, mainly just New York and London. I turn up to London for a few hours, go about my day. Turn up to New York for a few hours, go about my day. I'm trying to scout my way into intraday swings, to be honest. It's probably the best way to describe what I'm trying to do. I usually do 3 to 5 and 9:30 to 11:30. Honestly, 3 to 4 is really better, in my opinion. The move normally happens 3 to 4. Sometimes it happens around like 4 and then it happens, but you'll be able to tell. If you wait from 3 to 4, yeah. Exactly, yeah. So 3 to 5 is a bit long. By 4 o'clock, you should know what you want your trade to do. And you basically should just be able to put the trade on and leave it, 9:30, 3 to 4 hours. Honestly, boys and girls, I think 2 hours from 9:30 is fine because that takes you to 11:30. Then you have the lunch hour, and then you get like 11:30 till 2 back. It's quite a long time. Yeah, London's slow. It's probably the best session for a lot of people, especially new traders. Yeah, I think it's good. Stop break even on my VWAP short. Imagine my shark's supposed to be 90%, 99% win rate. Whew, yeah. Well, you didn't lose, so the 99% win rate is still alive. You know what I'm saying? Question mark? What's the question mark, bro? Oh, you never do 6 a.m. candle, rather rely on the 4 hour decision? Yeah, but very rarely. Yeah, bro, everyone says this though. Can't lie. I've had like 400 DMs, like I found something that no one else knows. Not to put you down, but I've genuinely heard it all. Brother, as I just said, I've heard it all. And ES looks like dog shit. Greg's elite. Nah, it's not overrated. It's elite, bro. Yeah, Maggie's right, by the way. Someone out there will be very interested to hear about the edge that you have. And if it's genuine edge, they'll give you $1 billion to trade with. Or they'll buy it off you for a couple of million. Where does that edge buying happen? Well, you need edge first, right? But you could go to any large institution and be like, hey, this is profitable over this period of time. This is the mechanical edge that presents. Ping bong, here you go. If you can back it up, they would hear you out. Like people think like, oh, it's really hard to finance money on Wall Street. It's really not, you know, it's the truth. It's just really not. Right, boys and girls, I think the market has done square root of fuck all. I think I'm going to move on with my life, go and run some errands quickly, and then I'm running into London to have dinner with Ryan, which is dodgy, Ralph, and Leo, who was on here earlier. So, the market hasn't really gone anywhere. I don't really like this elevator downstairs up. It kind of leads me more towards the fact that they're going to elevate it down again. It's a very slow session. The thing that's kind of kept me out right now of anything is these equal lows. Literally, this is one tick higher than this low. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Pick my battles first day of the month, and I don't like it right now. Summer PA is already kicking in by the looks of it. Yeah. I'm expecting it to sell off at least to this logical liquidity target. It's probably going to hit ESs first, and kind of go from there. What's the itinerary of the Ninja Trader meetup? There's a segment where me and Brannigan are trading on stream. It's a Friday, so for those of you that know me, it will be very few trades, if any. But yeah, we'll see. If it's there, it's there. I'll take it. If not, I won't. And then it's just a social gathering, right? Meet everyone, get to meet Delhi from Ninja Trader. There is a large futures firm, or sorry, let me rephrase that. There is a large prop firm going to be at the event as well. So yeah, we shall see. Be sure to like the stream on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're chatting in the chat, then I know you're a subscriber. I appreciate you all. Alex will be live for the PM, so if you're around, maybe the PM session will be the session today. New York was definitely not it. Appreciate all the love. I'll be back tomorrow, and if you need me, you know where I am. Appreciate you all.